My name is Raymond Karchevsky, and I am a living Christ. What is a living Christ? It's a living, simple man of truth, a spirit of non-dualistic energy of what is, of infinite intelligence that is found in the subconscious mind of man. We all have two minds. We have the mind, the subconscious mind, the mind of God, the mind of creation, the mind of truth. And we have the satanic mind of intellect, the dualistic split, opposing mind of invention, of ideas, of concepts, of illusions. That's the mind of Satan, the mind of division. It divides everything into duality, the you and the not you, you see. If you live in your intellect, which is highly programmed, highly manipulatable by satanic indoctrinators, such as schools, such as media, such as authority symbols that you find in government and religion, the authority of bankers who take your life energy and twist it into a concept, calling it money, and creates a fictitious world ruled by the love of money. When you live in such world, you're living in a civilized society. You're living in hell. And you, the vast majority of you, are Satanists. Oh, you don't call yourself that. You call yourself Christian. You call yourself Buddhist. You call yourself Muslims. These are words. They're words that separate you. Words. When you create a word, you have created an illusion, you see. And that word has power only in a state of hypnosis, of illusion, that is exercised and enjoyed by the conscious intellect. Oh, you have to go to school for that. They have to twist and turn your consciousness to worship the images of the mind, the illusions of the mind, to be able to control your mind. So they send you to school. And they create ideas that you must worship as your God. If you're Catholic, you see, you worship the God of Catholicism. Christianity has many subcategories, but those are all illusions of images and ideas, concepts, superstitions. They're all illusion. See, what is that can be experienced only in the eternal moment of now. This moment that I'm speaking to you, the energy that you feel is the only truth that you will know in your lifetime, in this very moment. And that moment is now gone, and it is banished into the spirit of the after moment, based in memory. Now that's the conceptual ideas that regulate your life, your beliefs. That which you worship as the graven image, the dead image of the after moment based memory based thought. That's the God that you worship. And you call yourself a Christian, or so on. It doesn't matter. You're worshiping an idea. You're a Satanist. You're worshiping an illusion. And illusions cannot be truth because they're partial. They are not holistic. They are not holy. You see, they're based in belief. A fragmented portion of that which is true, that was experienced in the moment of truth and then immediately banished into the after moment, into the unknown, the past, or the future, projected into the future. That's the world that most of you know. That's the world that you worship the God of that world. The God of that world is Satan. He's the ruler of your intellect, the after moment based linear stream of illusions, of ideas, concepts. Now, what's different about this living Christ? He speaks to you in the moment of truth. Now, this moment. You can feel, you can sense the energy is different from your beliefs. Because he's not bound by your beliefs at all. See, you've created your world of belief, and he doesn't fit in. He's an outsider to you, and so you resist him. Shame on you. You have such little faith in yourself that you must resist that which is not complementary to your beliefs. Well, I am a Christ, an holistic, simple man of truth. The truth is what is. It is always holistic. It is always what is. Unbounded intelligence based in the eternal moment of now that is only found in the subconscious mind, the mind of God. Now, that's the problem that you and I have when we are communicating. And believe me, you see, because that's all you can do. You can't do anything else but believe. You can't go beyond your limitations of intellect and just listen quietly and experience that moment of holistic truth. For then you will understand. There will be understanding. There will be no break in images, you see. The energy of what is communicated. That's true communication. When I speak to people like you, I'm normally speaking to persons. You see, what's a person? A person is a dead entity that is created in the illusory world of dualistic Satanism. It's the world you live in. It's called a civilized world. It's full of images, full of beliefs, concepts, you see, all of which are of your own limited creation. You don't understand. You understand very little, but you believe greatly, you see. And you hold that belief to be your God. That's a graven image. That's a dead image. You have created it, you see. I bring you to a point where you can gain balance of your two minds. And when you do that, you are no longer fragmented. You are a living child of God, of infinite intelligence. And you are not bothered by the limitations of thought that must be conditioned into you at some time or another for the purpose of control. It's done by your parents shortly after you're born, and you begin to rely upon such authority symbols. And you're sent to schools, and schools mold your mind, your intellect. They limit you even more, and they create the reliance upon authority even more. Given that for 12 years, or going beyond to college and university, postgraduate work, you have experts who are expert in ideas and concepts, and they become your leaders, but they are the leaders of hell. And they make no bones about the power over you. They punish you if you do not follow the dictates that they create in your mind. You're subject to mind control. That's all. It's as simple as it can be explained, you see. You are satanic, robotic, living dead, because you are persons. You have agreed to be persons, what you call citizens. You seems rather simple, rather innocent. It's not innocent at all. What you've done when you have agreed through contract to become a person or a citizen, you have sold your souls. You have become the living dead. And that is the only world that you know. And it upsets you when you meet a living man, a man of truth, the Christ, such as I. So what do? You pull out every satanic trick in the book to try and destroy that which is a threat to your satanic existence. You try to destroy this man of truth, but you can't, you see. I'm an example of that. I've gone through all of the things of the satanic world, and I have put them to the test of truth, and they have failed to destroy this living Christ for 23 years. Tried to put me in prison for 40 years. I refused to accept their sentence, because I clearly showed they had no jurisdiction over a living man. Oh, they had a jurisdiction over the defendant, which was a person based in birth certification, but that was me. It was not me. That was never me, you see. I'm the living man, and that's a dead entity, a person, a fictional person that is condemned to live a life in a fictional world. That fictional world is the civilized society that you call life. That's the simple fact, and I don't fit in. So, they had no power over me, nor do they have power over you if you understand, if you truly understand, if you have risen above your indoctrination as a person through the many years of conditioning that you received at the hands of education and submission to the authority of government and religion and banking and corporations. These are all fictional entities that have power to rule in a fictional world that is created by them. But the key to it is that it is fictional, and no fiction has authority over that which creates the fiction, which is the living, because it's dead. That's what I bring to you, and there's not a damn thing that the powers of your world have over this living, breathing, flesh and blood man. They must make you believe the concepts, the illusions that they throw out in order to destroy, the reputation, the character, which are all fictional ideas held within your satanic consciousness. But I'm none of that, not any of that. And so they fail. I have proven this. In the past 23 years, I have proven that I am above man's law, which is a fictional set of regulations and rules and ideas called laws that rule over satanic, intellectual, conceptual living of a fictional world. You're not fictions, unless you wish to be, unless you contract. And you can nullify that contract anytime you want and return to your living status, which is what I am showing is possible for you to do. But you will defend your satanic fictional world. And that's what you see on the internet for the past 23 years when it comes time to people like you, robotic, satanic believers, fighting with all your strength to hold on to the hell that is your world. Yet you decry the pain, the suffering that you experience. You claim that you want to change, yet you fight every opportunity to change. You lose yourself in ideas and concepts, and being clever, and trying to outsmart. You see, what is there to outsmart in hell? You're still in hell. You see, no matter what you do, when you outsmart another who's in hell, is you just gain a position of power, but you're still in hell. You're still under the same forces of evil that rule your every action. You're in hell. I bring to you your ticket out of hell. And I don't care whether you accept it or not. You see, I'm in your hell to communicate with you, but I'm not of it. When you get that through your thick skulls, you will change your world. You will uncreate all of the illusions that make up for your hellish world. And only you can do that. I can't do it for you. There it is. Take it or leave it.